In today's video, we're going to kind of tackle all three things. We have three unknowns, x, y, and z. We are given some sides though, and I think one of the ways that we can do this problem is to identify the sides. So I had noticed here I have the sides 6 and 10. One thing I can do is I can label it. 10 is the longest, so we just call that hypotenuse, or h. Then we look at 6, so we see that 6 is the adjacent side. It's next to this angle that we call y. We're going to focus on y first. Now that I have those two, a and h, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose which trig value. If I remember trig, I have SOHCAHTOA. Because I have a and h, that would be cosine. So I'm going to say cosine of y equals a over h. So that's 6 over 10. Well, how do I get rid of that y? I take the inverse. So I'm going to say y, and instead of saying just regular cosine, I'm going to say cosine with a -1, indicating that it's the inverse. I'm going to put that in my calculator. So I'm going to say here, second, that's cosine 6 divided by 10. If I put enter, I can see here that gives me 53.1. Well, that's clearly only y. What I need to do now is to solve for z. So if I have here my angles, if I had to replace this instead of y, I could just replace it with 53.1. I have three angles, 90, the 53, and z. If I remember, all these angles must add up to 180. So what I can do is I can say z plus 53.1 plus 90 equals to 180. Let's combine them. I'm going to combine 90 and 53 to give me 143.1, make it equal to 180, and I'm going to subtract both sides by 143. When I'm able to do that, I should get the following. I should get, I believe, 32.9. Oh, I apologize. It's going to be 36.9. Okay, so that's what z is. Z is 36.9, while that one is 53.1. Well, okay, we have y, we have z. How do we figure out x? Well, now that I have one of my angles, 53.1, what I can do is I can just use trigonometry once more to figure out how that missing side works. I labeled a and h, but I can label x as my opposite. It's away from 53. I can choose two sides then. I have x, that's what I want. Maybe I can choose a, 6. O and a, if I look at SOHCAHTOA, I can use tangent. So from here, I can say tangent of my angle, which is 53.1, equals x over 6. One thing I like to do is I like to make it over 1. That way I can cross multiply. 1x equals to 6 tangent of 53.1. So I'm going to put that in my calculator. I'm going to say here 6 tangent of 53.1. That gives me my answer, 7.99, which I'll just round to 8. And that is my three answers, 8, 53.1 for y, and 36.9 for z. And that is how you solve all unknowns in a right triangle.